Listen, Mr. Orange Face, fat ass, McDonald eating, Kentucky Fried Chicken eating, adolescent tweeting, mental case, attention deficit, pussy grabbing, pervert, degenerate. Trump, you and your Russian mafia operate the White House. Since you don't like, it's obvious you don't like reading books. It's obvious you don't like reading at all. It's obvious you just run up after mouth. An uneducated, illiterate, incest inbred redneck who's got diarrhea at the mouth. And the only thing you speak is just endless pathological lies. Somehow maybe these morons that you call your Trump pansies don't think. But some of us in this country do. We actually do research. We actually do fact check what comes out of that sewer that you call a mouth. And let me educate all of you terrorists in the White House. All of you pathological liars, uncivilized, barbaric, heathenist filth that invaded this country. You invaded this country. None of you asses are citizens. None of you originally were here. So how you equate all your garbage that's coming out of your mouth about these inhumane action that you're doing against these children? And maybe you cowardice, gutless, heartless filth that you call yourselves Americans can settle for it. Maybe you mom and dad that every time you look at your children, you don't see these kids. Maybe you grandfathers and grandmothers, when you look at your grandchildren, you don't see these kids. I do. I happen to be a father, a real father, a true father, who endlessly loves his children. And when you hear about children that are being breastfed, taken from their mothers, toddlers, 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 8-year-olds, and put into some inhumane, uncivilized, immoral, unethical cage dwelling, maybe that doesn't bother you because you are that colorless filth from the sewers and gutters and alleyways of Spain and England. Maybe that's the lifestyle that you're used to. But those of us who are civilized, those of us who actually have empathy, those of us who actually have compassion, passion, a conviction when we see inhumane crimes committed against children, that bothers us. And unfortunately, some of you in this country, you are the bottom feeders of this earth. Because your only concern is yourself. Your only concern is your own well-being, your own welfare. As long as it doesn't happen to you and your family, you don't care. But there are those of us who do care. And I don't know how many times you put these monkeys, this gutter filth, up in the news and talk about your Constitution and your laws, which are worthless pieces of paper. It's just like toilet paper that you wipe your ass with. That's how much it's worth. Because anytime you can condone, anytime your laws, your Constitution, your Bill of Rights, your civil rights, your freedoms will allow innocent children to be victimized and abused. You're a bunch of inhumane, gutless, heartless, soulless bastards. And Mr. Trump and you and your family are leading the pack. You and the rest of your inbred hillbilly, alt-right, white supremacist, KKK, neo-Nazis, cowardice filth. Your whole campaign of making America white again. It's not about making America great again. Because America that you live in never was great. It always been a cesspool. It always been a swamp. It always been a sewer. It always been back alley trash, rat infested, disease infested garbage. Since the day that you invaded this country and genocide the original people that were here. Pillaged, raped, and stole their rich mineral resources. So I'm going to put you on check today. Your fake ass America, you can't talk about immigration. You can't talk about anybody coming to this country illegally. Because you illegally invaded this country. And it never was yours. And it never will be yours. The people that you have on reservations, the people that you genocide, the people that you massacred, slaughtered, raped, are the only true Americans. And this false flag, fake constitutional bullshit that you talk about on the news, and you have these monkeys and clowns acting like they have a heart, acting like they care. You don't care. Because if you really cared, you'd be at these cages and slave camps, taking these kids to a decent place so they can have decent food and a decent environment to live in. And you give it back to their parents, who's trying to seek asylum from the same garbage that they came into here and have yet to find out. You're not escaping from anything. You're going head first into it. I don't get it. I can't fathom. I can't even perceive how low you people can go. How low you can stoop to victimize innocent babies, toddlers, and children. But you'll sit there and you embrace a known mental case delusional idiot like Kim Jong, who, mind you, is just like you, Donald Trump. An egomaniac, xenophobic, misogynist, pervert, heartless piece of shit. And if none of you monkeys and little bitches in Washington, D.C. and on Capitol Hill have the guts to say anything to him, I'll do it for you. Your mother was an illegal immigrant. So when you talk about illegal immigrants, you're talking about yourself. You're talking about your family. That your daddy happened to pay for your green cards. And you can dismiss this whole facade, this whole illusion of immigration, because there's no such lie. Anybody can come to this country. Because first of all, it was stolen. It's not even a real country. It's not a true country. It's a terrorist regime. It's an oligarchy of a bunch of bureaucratic oligarchs, plutocrats, pirates, thieves, and barbarian heathens. Because when you steal something, it is not yours, and it will be yours. So this hypocrisy that you talk about immigration is a bald-faced lie. And somehow your so-called intelligent people, your so-called professors of these Ivy League schools, your political analysts, your lawmakers, your judges, whatever the case, immigration judges, you can't judge shit because the country you're in is stolen. What part of that you dumb asses can't get? What part of that you dumb, diseased European asses can't get? You live in a stolen country. You live in a stolen country. There is no such lie as illegal immigrants. When pirates, thieves, barbaric heathens, filth is running it. Oh my God. That's like me going to somebody's house, taking over their house, kicking them out of their house, eating their food, rape, pillaging their wives and daughters, and calling it mine. Even you idiots, you illiterate, incest, inbred idiots can understand if something is stolen, it's not yours. If someone will come and steal your pigs, your cows, your guns, your beer, your moonshine, your mint julep, if they steal it, is it theirs? Dumbass. I can't believe how dumbass people are in this country. You're a bunch of inept, inbred, reprobate morons. And that's black and white people alike. Y'all don't get it. You live in a freaking stolen country. And you want to talk about immigration. You want to talk about who's legally here. None of you are legally here.
Can relate being an awesome parent that he is, and his
none of you
with his son. So when you see what's going on right now at the border,
and you force black people to come over here in slavery,
of young ones and their
you force some Irish people over here, put them in slavery.
You want to do something, so we got to get props. In just 5 days, a Silicon Valley couple raised
Chinese people
$8 million to help
that worked on your railroads, black folk that worked in your cotton fields.
Because they see the pictures, they see the foil these kids are using as blankets, and it's not right. So props to those that are making a difference right now.
What part of living in a stolen country that you morons don't get? What part of living in a stolen country that anything that you have written, anything that you have created, anything that you have developed is a lie? Because it never was yours. The people that you have on reservation, it's their land. What part of that you don't fucking get? Somebody need to sketch it out for you. Actually make you a coloring book and give you some crowns to color it in before you understand. All you incest inbred, diseased European assholes in Washington, D.C. and on Capitol Hill. You're not legit. You're an abomination. There's nothing you have done from day one is legit. Nothing you did from day one is legal. It's all criminal filth. What part of that you're not getting? You got people sitting in prison right now for stealing. The same thing you did. There shouldn't be any fucking prisons. Because you got fucking criminals running the country. Now you got Russian mafia running the country. With this debt whore that they bought his debt, his family's debt. It's oxymoron. That a country that is stolen, and you assholes are talking about immigration. Calling people illegal immigrants. Maybe somebody needs to send you smoke signals or actually talk your language, whatever the fuck that is, before you ever even get that you live in a stolen country. And I don't care if your parents weren't here. I don't care if your great-great-granddaddy wasn't here. It's still a fucking stolen country. Then the people you steal it from are here on reservations. So what part of that you don't fucking get? You can't talk about immigration. You can't even talk about criminals. Because everything that you were founded on is a lie. Everything that you founded on was stolen. Your laws are worthless. Your judges, your courts are worthless. Your police departments are worthless. You can't uphold laws when the very foundation that you build everything on is a lie, a theft and genocide. Oh my God. Nobody can't be that stupid, man. Nobody. I'm sorry. Nobody can't be that stupid. It has to be a mental illness that you think living in a stolen country that somehow people can be illegal immigrants. That you're trying to keep people just like you out. And you want to talk about crime. What? Like inhumane crime of genocide and massacre and slaughter? Lynching people, tar and feathering people, putting little children in zoos down south, treating them like monkeys, raping slave women, forcing slave men to have sex with your dumbass white women. Oh my God. You know something? You guys are freaking hopeless. You really are. You're hopeless. Because if somehow you haven't grasped this for decades and centuries, you're never going to get that. You're never going to get that. That you live in a stolen country and you're trying to make something that is criminalized legal. You can't talk about the mafia because you're exactly the same thing. You can't talk about Kim Jong. You can't talk about Hitler or anybody else. Genghis Khan. You can't talk about any dictator, mental case, moron, egomaniac, because you're just like them. You're just like them. You're a third world country run by dictators. You're not civilized people. Because civilized people wouldn't steal something and then call it theirs. Civilized people wouldn't rape, pillage, and massacre people. Civilized people wouldn't put babies, toddlers, and children in cages. You are what I called you every time I make a video. Diseased, illiterate, white filth from Spain and England. And I'm not talking about white people. I'm talking about the filth that came here and stole this country. And genocide innocent men, women, and children. Like the children you're putting in camps right now. That's why you can do this. That's why there's no sense of morality. There's no sense of ethics. There's no sense of law in your minds. You are mindless. How can somebody get that across when the very people you call citizens in this country are mindless reprobates who've been brainwashed, who've been sucked into this vacuum of a net ignorance and stupidity that you can't even grasp the concept that you live in a fucking stolen country that you genocide innocent people for. And you sit here and you blast over the fucking airways and news about illegal immigrants. It don't make fucking sense. Even some mental case and mental wards make more sense than you people are. Seriously. And it only confirms what I'm saying, because you've got some criminal idiot, some racketeering real estate extortionist criminal who steals from banks, never pays the money back, steals from it, people who work for him, his creditors that he owes money to, never pays that back, goes to Russia. The only people that would touch him and give him money, and the only way to pay them back, that you're a known traitor that became president. Hey, here, Russian mafia, coming to the Oval Office. Let's talk. Russian mafia, run my campaign. I'm gonna say it's all fake news. That's how stupid you people are, man. I mean, it's like, it's cartoonish shit. It's kind of shit that you see on the Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck show and Porky Pig. You make as much sense. In fact, they make more sense than you do. Oh my God. It's like watching the fucking Three Stooges. Oh my God. I'm shocked of just how stupid American people are. I am. I'm embarrassed to see the degree of stupidity in this country, the degree of stupidity in this society, that you would condone innocent babies and toddlers and children being taken from their parents and put into camps. I am. It's just mind-boggling how stupid you people are. Really? Who thinks like that? How can you look on the news every night and not be enraged. What's taking place in this country? Unless your drugs, your alcohol, your doctors that you run to have doped your dumb asses up so much that there's nothing left in here. Nothing left. It's just space between your ears. Because if you allow this shit to go on, God help humanity. Seriously. God help humanity. I'm done.